Hi everybody, I'm Chuck Smith. I'm VP of North America for Digitopia, and as a way of getting started, I'm going to let my two guests introduce themselves. Fatih, would you like to kick it off?
Let me start, Chuck. Thanks a lot for this. Being here actually is so important for us because every year in this summit we are finding chance to share our experiences with the audience and with some other companies. So my name is Fatih Akar. I have been working for Kortsa since 12 years. I'm in the IT business since 23 years, I guess. So I work in different roles, and right now I am leading Kortsa as the Global Digitalization Director. So when we say Kortsa, actually many people might heard about Kortsa, but they don't know what we are doing actually. So let me also tell a little bit about my company. So Kortsa is a advanced material company inside the Sabancı Holding. So we are manufacturing in 13 factories all around the world, including Indonesia, Thailand, Turkey, Italy, United States, and Brazil. So there are various sites that we are running right now. All the plants are running. So basically we are producing three different groups, materials for three different groups. One of them is the tire reinforcement. We are not producing tire, but we are producing the tire cord fabric, which is inside the tire. So right now, every 1 out of 3 tires around the world is using Kortsa products. And also, if we are talking about tire, also the airplane tires, on that market, Kortsa is producing 2 out of every 3 aircraft tires. So this is the tire business, tire manufacturing business. We also have composites reinforcement business. So basically we are working with some defense industries, aerospace industries. So mostly in United States, for example, our products are used by the big aircraft producers like the Airbus and Boeing, and also as well as NASA. The spaceships are using our products. So in Italy, in Europe section, mostly the composites are used in luxury cars like Lamborghini, Ferrari. They are using some composite parts which Kortsa produces. So this is the second business that we are running, and the third one was construction reinforcement. So we are using some filaments, we are producing some filaments which are making the concrete more stronger. So we are a B2B company. Our products are not sold to the end users, the final customers, but that's why many people don't know about Kortsa, but as a summary, we are a Turkish-based global company which is running facilities all around the world. And I'm right now the leading director of the digitalization strategy of Kortsa all over the world. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
So it's an absolute pleasure to be here, and I'm really grateful about the opportunity to talk a bit about our digital transformation journey. And I will be keeping it short. I don't want to make you angry, Chuck. So it's basically, I am Emre Ekşi. I'm an industry engineer. I have a master and PhD in management engineering. What I have studied is mostly about how companies innovate and how the technological advancements leave this mark on the company legacies, on the industries, on the customer preference. So I have worked in different sectors, but my longest endeavor was in retail duty flow. I have been with the flow for 10 years, and I think it's the speed, novelty, and never-ending growth ambition of the company kept me so long in this business. So while talking about Philo, everybody knows that Philo is a footwear giant, but underneath of it, it's a big organization, it's a complex organization. We position Philo as multi-brand, multi-sales platform, and digital focused product company. So we have four strategic pillars under Flow. We have product brands like Reebok. We have products like Nine West. We have product brands like Kinetics Lumberjack, and also we have different brand formats like InStreet. We have e-com, we have wholesale, we have our own marketplace, etc. So you can see the complexity here. Philo is selling 55 million pairs a year, reaching 30 million registered customers, operating in 30 different countries, and having partners, different partners in all over the world. So basically, my role within the company has three caps. I mean, one cap is planning for the future. It's a strategic planning function, facilitating the strategic process. Second is the transformation, but not only the digital transformation, but all the corporate transformation of the company. And the last one is building new partnerships and acquiring new brands and entering new markets.
Thank you. Well, you guys both, you have two completely different types of businesses, manufacturing and retail. So when you embarked upon this transformation journey, you've been on it a little bit longer, at Corsa, Flow not so much. So describe some of the problems, the challenges, the things that you ran into along that path that either got you started or that you've experienced recently.
Okay, so let me start with how we start the digital transformation strategy for Corsa. So in early 2017s, we start focusing on our production facilities first. Okay, we were using lots of applications, different applications in production area, but what we decide, let's standardize all the production facilities with some digital tools. So we have started with that production. Our focus was only about collecting the same type of data from all over the world. So at the end of that program, we reached up to around 40,000 data points. Right now, we are collecting data actually online. So right after that, when we collect the data, okay, the questions come up like, okay, what we will going to do with that data? Not only reporting, we have to do something. We have to give some decisions upon that data. So we start doing some predictive analytics, and we added a lot of image processing projects, RPAs, robotics applications, and we did really great on the production area, on the facility. So we come to a point that right now we are in an efficiency way, we are 99.2, I guess, in Turkey facility, the overall efficiency. So we feel like there is no further way to go. So at the end, but we are always also inside the digital roadmap or digital transition, because it's not ending. This is not an ending story. Digital is growing up very fast and rapidly all around the world. Also, we have challenges like the pandemic, like some other things. So that's why it's not an ending story for the digitalization side. So we decide to assess our maturities. During that period, we start seeking for a partner which we can do those assessments, and those assessments also guide us to prepare our digital roadmap. So on our next roadmap, when we did that assessment, we see that all of our sites around the world, like Brazil, Indonesia, Thailand, everyone is talking about we are using 5 different ERP systems in Corsa. So this is a huge mess that I can say. So collecting data from those 5 different systems, gathering them, reporting them, it's really totally mess. So we have decided to create one unique ERP system. So last year we started a new project which is called Project Janus. By the way, Janus is a Roman god with 2 faces. One is old, one is new, which is representing the transformation from past to the future. So we give that name, one of the US employees of us found that name, and we give that name to the project. And we started a kind of a big program in Kortsa. So more than 400 people worked in that project globally, all around the world. So in Thailand, Indonesia, Turkey, and Brazil. So we change our different ERP systems to one ERP system. At the end of the year, at the first days of the year, we went live, and right now 4 sites are using the same ERP. So when we talk about challenges, this was the biggest challenge that we have up until now. Also
How so?
in my career.
How so?
Yeah, because believe me, last year was full of work. We worked really hard, and my team is also here. I'm so proud with them. So we don't have any holidays. We didn't celebrate any bayrams or any other things. So we were all working. Even at the year end, everyone was celebrating the end of the year somewhere, but we were in the factory. We were counting the inventory together. So it was really a challenge. But how we overcome that challenge, I can share that we make people believe they are a part of that project. Because this is the biggest digital project in the entire Kortsa history. So being a part of it was so precious for everyone. So I did it. I'm inside that project. We heard those a lot from our project partners, and that was a big challenge that we overcome. And again, right now it's not easy for Kortsa to say that we are in an excellent level. Okay, we are doing the DMI assessments in every 2 years, and we are seeing our progress there, but there is still always a way to go. There are still some missing points on Kortsa that we have to cover up. We realized it actually in one of our visits of our excellence team in Kortsa. When they come to Kortsa factory, İzmit factory, we were walking around the production area. We were showing them that how we are successful. All the machines are showing the data, and there are some AGVs walking around, and there are some other applications, digital tools inside. But on the other area, when we pass to the next location, people are still doing things manually. So there are lots of papers all around the production area. Someone is carrying a cart, putting on a machine. So we see that, okay, if you focus on some area, digitalizing that area is so easy, but we have to have a general overview of the company. So not only production, we have to focus on planning. We have to focus on new tools, new trends that are coming and entering in our lives. So that was the story of how we are doing, how we are managing the digital transformation in Kortsa. But it is still continue and still growing up, I can say.
A big bet that paid off because you got everybody involved and giving them an opportunity to have an opportunity for ownership.
Exactly.
And input into how it was going to end up and turn out.
Exactly.
So, Amir?
Yes.
Go ahead.
So let me step back. If we are talking about how do we position digital transformation strategically, I need to say that a few years ago, probably we were discussing that the main responsibility of CIOs is digital transformation. But today, we see that the business leaders, the CEO has this digital transformation agenda driving it. So, and also another point, we all know that these transformation projects do not turn into success. 30% only just exit the threshold. So if we want to be successful, then we need to have a good process design, then we need to have a good value engineering, then we need to have a good change management in place. So, so now we can go to the frustrations. One example is related to our competitor. They launched a new service, 90 minutes delivery service in our industry. And before that, 1 year before that, we were discussing about it. We had the capability, we had the vision, but we couldn't do it. So another project that we fostered was the S4HANA transformation. We had 2 delays. we had lots of technical debt, and we had lots of also frustrations in that project. In this sense, I think it was really important to get three things, 3+1, let's say, into place: process, people, vision, and technology together if you want to succeed. So also there are two enablers in that. One is talent, two is the funding. If you have a ROI perspective in every project, then you can find the funding very easily. So it should be a part of a transformation. This is why we have this capability under the strategic management in the organization. Secondly, we positioned Flow Technology, which has a 200 employees inside, as a different company and placed in a technopark of an university. So we can access to talent first. Secondly, we can work with startups easily. So let me say last one thing. We divide three domains in our company to work with. Front office, we work with interfaces, the points interface with the customer. We try to integrate all of these channels we have discussing about, and we have mid office where value is created, design to order, order to cash, and we have the back office where we generate the employee value. We call it employee value. Inside you have all this low turnover rates, more commitment, etc. We need to have also this value in our projects. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Are you going to ask the mobile application to him?
No, go ahead.
Could you tell us about your mobile application that we see?
I show them that we
You
have...
can't show it up here, but you can.
Yeah,
you may be able to describe it.
Yes, yes.
It's pretty cool.
If you have time, please download Flow app. So you will be one of the 6 million app users, but you will be able to reach our virtual try-on. So you don't have to go to any store to look how the shoe will look like in your shoes, in your feet. So you can try it virtually, and you can order it just directly from our application.
Yeah, very cool. So when you got started on this transformation journey, you started benchmarking. Were there any surprises as a result of doing the benchmarking, and were there any challenges associated with it?
Actually, we are always seeking for new challenges as Corsa. So since we are operating all over the world in different cultures, in different countries, so I should say that we have to make those assessments to understand where we are. Because as in the previous sessions, as it is told, if you know where you are going, it is the biggest key of making a good strategy. First, you have to ask 3 questions to yourself. Where am I right now? And where do I want to go? And what will be the benefit to go there? And the third one is, how will I going to there? So if you have the answers of these 3 questions, you start creating your digital roadmaps. So as Corsa, we get used to make those roadmaps in every 2 years. First of all, we are doing the assessment, and then we are listening everyone, which some of them might hide something from others, but at those sessions, they're all coming up. So we are hearing everything from all the users, all the end users. We are touching them. They are explaining their difficulties in their daily business. So at the end, we are collecting all those insights from the people in the business, and we are creating our digital roadmap. So in every 2 years, we are doing this study. Not only in Turkey, we are doing also globally, because Asia-Pacific sites like Indonesia, Thailand, and Brazil are totally different. Even the culture is totally different, but the way of doing business is totally different. So you have to fit all those sites, all those countries, their regulations, their expectations. So that's why we are doing it one by one for everyone, for all of our sites. We are doing one in Brazil, one in United States, the other one in Thailand and Indonesia, and also Turkey. So at the end, we are collecting all those data. We are gathering all those reports. Every year as Kortsa, we have an IT summit, which we are coming together with our IT leaders in a hotel, 2 days. We have lots of sessions that we discuss what came up from those reports, what the end users tell to us, and what should be the new trends that we have to follow as digital leaders. And we are defining our digital strategy all together with other IT heads of Kortsa. So at the end, we are having a great plan, and we are also sharing this with our top management. We are declaring that plan in all over Kortsa, and we are also, I should say that Kortsa top management is always supporting us. Since 5 years, I guess, our CEO is putting the digitalization on the top strategic priorities of Kortsa. So by the power of that, we are using all those powers, and we are creating our roadmaps, declaring to people and following those roadmaps. So making roadmaps is really good for us. To make it, first we have to assess it. So Digitopia comes up at that place. So we are working with Digitopia since the beginning, I guess. Maybe one of the first customers of Digitopia. And also Digitopia can say that I have a Brazilian customer by using Kortsa, because we are doing it in Brazil. So
We got to work on the United States, though.
yeah, we already did once, and we will repeat it this year. But we are a global partner of Digitopia as well. So our relationship is so good with Halil Bey and with all the team, and we really like doing that assessment all together for all of our sites. Also, they are seeing lots of differences from our other countries, and they are getting benefits from that. They created a new digital platform, online platform, so we work together while they are creating that. So we are feeding each other. They are feeding us, and we are feeding them. So with Digitopia, with those assessments, we are always on track and following those roadmaps.
And you're probably finding areas of excellence, too, throughout the organization.
Exactly.
Somebody's doing something exceptional. They're scoring much higher than everybody else.
Exactly. Actually, some of the areas that we are assessing are really progressing very good, but some areas, but this depends on the time, by the way. In pandemic period, for example, changes everything. When we did before pandemic, after pandemic, we see a lot of differences. So especially on the global side, when we look at the other sides, mostly people start working from home, for example. This changed everything. This also changed our strategy as well. So it's kind of big challenge that we realize from that report. But sometimes, as I say at the beginning, when we focus on a specific area, sometimes we are losing the focus on the other side. So this report, this assessment shows us every time that we have to look in general. We have to take care of everyone, every department, every business unit. And this is a kind of a good exercise because they get to use together with us. So when we say we will going to do the DMI assessment again, everyone knows what we are talking about. So that's a good thing for Kortsa, for Digitopia, both of us. And at the end, we are coming up with a nice plan with little surprises. Let's say we know each other. But right now we are in a good position in the maturity level. Kortsa is one of the digitally mature companies inside Sabancı Holding. So from that report, we are finding some new ideas as well. Let me just give an example. From the last report, 2 years ago, when we did that study, the report was saying us that, okay, we have very good excellence on the field, but we have to focus on AI. So the AI was a new trend 2 years ago. No one talks that much about AI during that time, but we start focusing on AI, and one of the suggestions of the report was make collaborations. You cannot do it inside the company. You cannot do it with your own resources. It's so long to train them to make a maturity level by that way. So we did some collaborations. For example, in Germany, in Berlin, there is a laboratory which a Turkish professor, Mr. Şahin Albayrak, is running right now. So the lab is Zeki Lab, by the way. The name is Zeki. So they are working about, the German government is funding them, and they are working about artificial intelligence and autonomous vehicles. So we make an integration with them. We sign an agreement, and right now our employees are working together with that laboratory, and we have brand new projects, at least 5-6 projects, which is focused on the AI. So this was 2 years ago, by the way. So right now we are catching up everything, but again, digital is not standing still, so it's growing up very rapidly, and the expectations are so much during these days. So we have to find the correct solutions, correct collaborations. So this kind of study really helps a lot, I can say.
That's awesome.
So
your journey has just begun.
Yeah.
You're not as far along.
Yeah.
They've been doing it for 5 years. You've only been doing it for what?
for last week. So we just received our first report last week, so I don't have these experiences yet. But we know for sure that why we want this DMI to be in place. We can say it in 3 buckets. One, insurance. As Fatih said, we need to assure that we are going to right direction, we have the right roadmap, and we know that we will be at least exceeding some of our peers. So we know the peer also benchmark. Secondly, alignment. It needs to create alignment among the top management. So everybody is moving on the right direction altogether. We have common vision, we have common goals. The third one is the acceleration. When you have this maturity index in place, when you have all this roadmap built upon it, then you are squared. You cannot run away on the square. So you and your colleagues have to fulfill all the roadmap until the next DMI valuation. So it really accelerates our journey. That's it.
That's it. Okay. I like the way you come to an abrupt stop. So guys, just real quick, we're probably got to wrap it up. I think we're almost out of time. What was life like, the business life like, before Digitopia, and what has it been like since?
Okay, let me start. So we always have a good.
I was going to let him start.
Really? Okay, giving him the word.
So, but we don't have experience that much. But I can say that, first of all, when I see the results, I see that I was expecting much higher result than at least average of our industry. But it's not. So it's a bit shock for me at least. But I would like to also see other faces in the company when we show all of them this presentation. Secondly, our teams also rated the target. When I see the target, it is, as Halil said, it's 2 times more than the average target made. So I see that we are ambitious also on the DMI scale.
Very good. All right, you're up.
Yeah. So our relationship with Digitopia is so close. So with Halil Bey, with all the team. So before Digitopia, after Digitopia, I cannot explain what is after Digitopia because we are doing this regularly. In every 2 years, we know each other. When we say to Halil Bey that we are ready to make that assessment again, he is always ready and supporting us. Not only for the assessments, we are also discussing many other things like the Turkish artificial intelligence initiative. He is also head of it. So we are also joining their sessions. So we are also getting benefit from that area. So Digitopia is a valuable partner of Kortsa. We are not seeing each other, by the way, a customer and seller relationship. We are seeing as partners because, for example, in United States, when Digitopia want to grow, we talk with Halil Bey, and because since we have 5 manufacturing plants in the United States, that's a big advantage. So we have to talk this. I have an IT manager which is in the United States, so you have to get in contact with them. So we are helping each other. So many things change for us when we did that assessment together. Of course, there are lots of other areas that we use this DMI index, and one of them is a kind of a proof of where we are to our management, to everyone. So since we are a Sabancı holding company, I know that all the other Sabancı holding companies are doing the same assessment with Digitopia. So this is a big advantage because holding can have a look at all the companies, what their maturities are. So we are also in a very close relationship with other companies, IT heads. So we are seeing each other, we are having meetings, and when we come together, we have chance to compare each other. Where you are, where am I, how can I support you? So those questions are growing all of us so high. So that's why we are using all the advantages of making that assessment with Digitopia. And thanks to all the team, thanks to you and all the Digitopia team, that we are really doing great together.
Consistency, continuity, and a common language.
Exactly.
Right. I think we're almost out of time. Do we have how much time we have left?
1, 2 minutes.
Anybody want to ask a question? Nobody?
I think
Going once?
Everything is clear, I think.
Yeah. I guess we're done. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.